Yo, what is up, all you primetime players, all you primetime fans, all you newcomers that's just coming on to the podcast? This is your boy, Primetime. Well, I'm sorry. This is your boy, Zachariah Scott, man, and I am the host of the Primetime Thoughts podcast. So, if you guys checked out my last episode saying can the Pelicans beat the losing streak against the Menace, I'm sorry, yeah, against the Grizzlies. Unfortunately, no, they did not, man. And let's get into it. Let's get into the game. So, early on, I saw a lot of good things. I saw a lot of pick and roll action. Same thing, though. Same offensive concept. We're gonna constantly keep going pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll, and guys are gonna try and get off the dribble and not really try and get into the paint and try and get foul calls, or they're gonna take contested mid-range shots where they're gonna force the issue and stuff. And it's just like, guys, where's the ball movement? Like I constantly be saying, where's the ball movement? Like, where you gotta swing the rock somewhere? Like, where's this going? Where's the offensive game going, man? Like, what are they doing there? I just don't understand. Um, um, but and this is not even an offensive heavy team, man. This is honestly not an offensive heavy team. Um, they don't. The Pelicans right now are not a 3-point heavy team either. Like, they don't make a lot of threes. Like, talking about it, like, do they attempt a lot of threes? Yes, but in the NBA where you still attempt a lot of threes is eh, in the NBA where most teams are shooting like 30 to 43s, damn near 53s a game, and you just shooting what, for the most part, um, low 20s, out of low 20s, or in the mid 20 ranges, and you're not really making them either. But you, well, I'm sorry, no, in the low 30s, and you're not really making them either. Like, this is not a very good, 3-point shooting team. Now, mind you, yes, our main 3-point shooters have been hurt, and the Trey Murphy and Jordan Hawkins and C.J. McCollum and Murray. Like, a lot of our 3-point shooters have been hurt, and now those guys are starting to come back into the lineup. At least Murray, Trey Murphy, the third, Murray, and CJ are starting to come back, and we are going to need Jordan Hawkins again for his 3-point shooting as well. But Brandon Boston is still a three-level scorer. Brandon Ingram's been shooting more threes consistently now, so it's like we have guys that are capable of making threes. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna be on some Boston Celtics type shit, or Boston Celtics, or Indiana, or OKC, or Warriors and stuff, and you constantly be hitting threes, but we gotta at least attempt threes. We gotta stop selling in for these bad jump shots. You gotta swing the ball around and look for the open guy, man. Far as offensive wise, defensive wise, for what I've seen too, is like we have no back end defender. We have no vocal guy that's gonna call out I've said this before. We have no veteran center that's going to call out where everybody needs to be, or say where he's got to be. We have a rookie center who is out there and he's playing well. He's playing great on both ends, offensive and defensive, but he's not. He has to learn. He's still learning the rotations. He's still learning where he has to go. So how is he going to be able to call out for everybody else? There is nobody. It looks like there was a lot of miscommunication and stuff that could easily be fixed. And I've played basketball before, and then my coach is always, when you play basketball, it's always communication. Coaches always harp on communication, especially when it came down to the defensive end. You guys, everybody has to communicate. You're not playing unless you communicate, unless you're talking about where rotations are coming, where's the help coming, where's the cutter coming, where is somebody coming from. And it's like, if y'all playing zone, y'all damn sure should be like, okay, this is where the ball is at. Everybody needs to talk. The Pelicans, for the most part, they are not talking. They're not talking at all. Nobody looks like they're talking. Nobody looks like they want to be out there. Nobody looks like they want to compete. It's I'm sorry. I'm not even blaming Willie Green at this point, man, because Willie Green is going to be the scapegoat. Now, Willie Green is not coaching that. I wouldn't say his offensive, his defensive schemes are coaching that well, but I'll also say to say that it's Willie Green's fault is to put him as the scapegoat, and I don't want to say that Willie Green is a scapegoat. I don't want to say Willie Green's on the hot seat. Is he kind of on the hot seat? Yes. But who's more on the hot seat for me? David Griffin. Because David Griffin put this roster together, and he was saying how we're going to be heavy in the free agency. We're going to we're going to replace the guys that we lost. And a Dyson Daniels, and a Larry Nance, and a Najee Marshall. What are those guys? 3 damn good defenders. Damn good defenders. Guys that was always communicating, talking about rotations, and you could leave them out there. Willie Green could leave them out there, and they'll be perfectly fine. Defenders. Along with a Herb Jones, who hasn't been on the court. But even if Herb was on the court, it's only so much you could do if you don't have a protector. And now, while Macy is a good protector, he's still a rookie. They need a veteran. They need a veteran that's gonna come in and call out these rotations, man, and call out where's the help coming, where everybody somebody needs to be a leader in that Pelicans on this Pelicans team, man. As far as players wise, somebody needs to be a leader. Somebody got to step up and be a leader, because it's just looking sad. This is looking pathetic. Now I know DeJounte, he's been going through his own personal thing. He's going through his own personal thing, and he's just now getting back with the team, and he's new to the team, so I can't really say. I'm hoping DeJounte Murray will step into more of that leadership role, because the Pelicans need a leader. Need a leader on the court, need a leader off the court, and Murray looks like he's going to be the best one. Like CJ, as far as, and some people would be like, oh, well, what's CJ McCollum supposed to be doing? I don't know. But and our other big money guys, where's Zion in his leadership? Zion's mostly hurt, so you can't talk about where's Zion in his leadership. Zion's mostly hurt for the most part. I should be looking straight into the camera. I'm sorry, I'm not looking straight into the camera. I'm looking on the side because I'm looking at my playback. Zion's mostly hurt. Like your leaders, so-called leaders, or group guys that should really be in a leadership role, they're hurt all the time. Zion, $36 million, hurt. Brandon Ingram, $36 million, hurt. CJ McCollum just not coming back from injury, but he was hurt. He should have been a leader years ago. Should have been a leader that we should have been able to depend on and stuff. I felt like Larry Nance was more of a leader for the team. Larry Nance and Najee was more of a backbone. Leaders for this team, man. Lost that leadership. Definitely lost that leadership. But Zion needs to step up and be a leader. B.I., if he wants to still be here, he needs to step up and be the leader, man. CJ, where you at? Step up, be a leader. DeJounte, I know you just getting here, but you see how this team is acting, man. You gotta hold everybody accountable. Step up. Y'all gotta be leaders. Y'all Zion is getting paid $36 million. B.I. is getting paid $36 million. CJ is getting paid $33 million, and Murray is getting paid $29 million. And this is before Trey Murphy III's kicker contract extension kicks in. So, one, Pelicans are probably not going to play for going to a luxury tax with this roster, especially come next season. So, somebody got to go. And somebody probably got to go for some picks. If I'm honestly, if I got to go, I'm out of looking at who wants Zion, who wants B.I. and CJ. B.I. and CJ will be my package deal. Zion could go by himself. Or Zion and CJ. Either one. CJ mainly gotta go. And I'm just like, alright. I'm taking what I can get. Pretty much tanking this year. and I'm looking at who can I build around in the draft. Who can I build around in the draft? Who and somebody gonna be like Ace Bailey or Cooper Fleck. Now, those are going to be good guys. They're going to be good role players. Are they generational talent? That's yet to be seen. But are they going to be good starters? I feel like they're going to be good starters. So, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not saying this draft class has generational talent in it, but I also feel like this draft class is going to be good enough to. What? Oh, sorry. I got surprise funds. But anyways, yeah, man, it's time to shake up this roster. Look at the veteran talent that's out there. And Bulls are trying to ship off guys. Bulls are trying to ship off their center, and Lonzo Ball's. I would look into what we could get for Lonzo. Lonzo would be good for us, honestly. Have a nice backup. Now, what do I like? Do I like what we got in Peyton right now? Yes. Do I think Lonzo would be better if he could stay on the court? Yes, but that's if Lonzo could stay on the court. I'm not trying to give up. Not try to pay Lonzo money, and he can't stay on the court. So that's another. That's the only thing about Lonzo is I gotta see where's Lonzo's health at. Honestly, and then. Man, I feel like this is going to be a big roster shakeup because, like I said, the Pelicans don't want to pay into the luxury tax. And, guys, I'm tired of seeing guys in street clothes. Straight up. Tired of seeing guys in street clothes. So there's got to be a roster shakeup. And there's got to be leadership, man. There's got to bring in some vets. Got to bring in some vets. Because the vets that you got right now, they ain't doing it. Got to bring in some vets. Yeah, got to bring in some vets. Got to bring young guys ain't gonna do it. You playing a whole bunch of young guys right now. You ain't winning that much, man. You got to bring in some vets. That's my predictable future for the Pelicans. Is I feel like you tank. See what's available for Zion, CJ, Brandon Ingram. See what you get available. Move 2 out of the 3. Honestly, move 2 out of the 3, and see what you get. Tank for the rest of the year, and then up your draft stock. See what you can get, and get a good young talent. It's time. I'm not saying rebuild. I am not saying rebuild the team. I am saying you got to switch some capital around because a lot of guys that you have right now are in street clothes. It's time to go get some players that's actually going to play. David Griffin, I'm looking at you. You are currently on the hot seat for me personally. And it's time for you to actually do something, buddy. It's time for you to actually do something and go get some free agency because the media is throwing New Orleans under a bus and talking about why players shouldn't come to New Orleans and stuff. It's time for you and your star players to defend the city, man, and be like, this is why you should come to New Orleans because we're trying to build something here, not have paying guys to constantly come here and just be in street clothes and just producing a bad product for the city, man. It's time, man. If David Griffin can't get it done, it's time for him to get up out of here. We're gonna find somebody else to be the president of basketball operations, because this is like, man, it's been mediocre. Like, the mediocrity ain't tolerable for the city of New Orleans. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all listening to the podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out Spotify. If you like this on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, go check out the YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go check out the Spotify or wherever else you listen to podcasts up. With that being said, I am your host, Zachariah Stott. Catch y'all on the next pod, man. Real soon. Real soon. And comment down below what y'all want me to talk about as far as sports or gaming or music or whatever else going on. Podcast is back, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Podcast is back and in full effect. So I'll catch y'all real soon. Peace. Love y'all.